to our journey with Dr. Fit, where we tackled the challenge of boosting sales through an innovative chatbot solution. And we're going to show you how we turned that around within a mere 2 weeks. Dr. Fit faced an issue that most e-commerce owners can relate to: slow customer service, hindering sales growth. So our partnership with Will marked the cornerstone for an impactful solution. The middle stage of our journey involved creating the chatbot's backbone. And this involved a lot of intricate behind-the-scenes work that allowed us for a seamless interaction between Dr. Fit and its users. And we're going to jump into that right now. Here we have our journey with Dr. Fit. And to start off, we had our first discovery call with Will, outlining our key features and what problems they were facing. And we decided to come up with 3 topics, which were best products, FAQs, and product recommendations. And from there, we were able to jump in and start creating the persona. And we came up with a persona that we wanted it to be a trusting female vibe. And then we came up with Soph. The way we did this was we equipped the bot with its own persona to give off a more personal experience. And how we did this was we created a personalized prompt explaining who Soph was, what her role is, and what we want her to achieve. And this gave us the base of our bot, Soph. And then we jumped into our knowledge base setup. And in this step, we are just loading the bot with all the necessary information surrounding Dr. Fit and the topics we are implementing into the bot. And the way we did this was we created documents outlining all the key points and topics we are putting in. And we are also able to add specific URLs to help add value to the knowledge base and help Soph defer conversations. And this gave us an effective knowledge base for Soph as she was able to scan through and connect with her user. And then it was time to set up the shops interface. And that was just setting up behind the scenes blocks and topics and customizing Dr. Fit's branding into the bot. And we will run through a bit of a demonstration of that later on in this video. And now we jump into our prompt and training intents. We started creating personalized prompts outlining what each block and topic was about to enable a personalized flow. The way we did this was outline the main key points in our prompts so Soph could understand exactly what each block was about, and this means Soph is enabled to engage with the user around the correct topics and supply the correct information. And then we created our language model, adding intents, equipping Soph with conversational flows to understand keywords and questions. The way we did this was with the ability to create intents around the supporting topics and blocks in the bot. And what this did was enable Soph to connect with the selected topic and then pinpoint what intent the user is referring to and give an answer based off the intent. And then we jump into our training phase. So it's all well and good creating these prompts and intents, but they're pretty useless if there's no training involved. So we had to train Soph every time we added in new intents and new prompts. And the way we did this was we sent test bots out of Soph to friends and family to gain real life user experiences. So this gave us a feel for what the user questions were going to be asked, and we could make adjustments before launch. And then we had our implementation and monitoring phase. So we embed Soph into the Dr. Fit website within 5 minutes, and that's with code. And the way we're able to do this is gaining access as an editor on the website, and we're in and out within 5 minutes. And then we monitor the live bot. We watch closely for any improvements that we can make, and we adjust those in the opening stages. This allows us to add and subtract context from the bot while it's live, allowing us to easily update Soph when needed on my end. And we had this bot finished in 7 days, and we had it live in just over 2 weeks. And to outline our quick process, I like to use a traffic light system. So the first 2 days is you're sitting still and you're just planning and understanding what your ideal client is looking for. So on the first day, we had our meeting with Will and we sat down and outlined everything. And day 2, I went back, planned out everything to do with the bot and how I wanted it to function. In day 3, we started creating the knowledge base. Day 4 was creating the block outlines. And then day 5, creating the conversational flows. And day 6 was touch points. And this is just to make sure that Soap's doing what she's meant to be doing and she's a valuable asset for Dr. Fit. And day 7, we're ready to test. So we had a week of testing and it went really well. And then we were ready to launch in week 2. And now I'll give you a bit of a rundown of our blocks and intent stats. So here we have the behind the scenes of Dr. Fit. And this is the main start for our block. So we have our 2 blocks here, which is our main start block. And then we have a little sale that's just been added in the last couple of weeks. So to start us off, we've just got a little bit of a welcome message explaining who Soph is and what company you're at. And then it's also just a little bit of information about what Soph can do and how she can help you. And underneath there, we have a section of buttons that the user is able to press, or they are more than welcome to just ask a question and Soph will help them out where she can. And over here is our topics. And this helps to further conversation and make a nice clean bot. So we'll jump into these products. I'll look at this from afar and it looks quite complicated, but trust me, it's not. So this is our main start block, and we also have another section of buttons underneath. But the good thing about this block and our other blocks is these intents up the top. So instead of the user having to press one of the buttons, they could actually just talk about bundles or talk about sets, and they'll get taken down this path, and they'll get shown the correct item they're looking for. So I'll give you a bit of a demonstration now. So we'll show the buttons and then we'll ask a question. So we're going to jump into best selling sets. And as you can see, it's jumped over here for us. And that's awesome. We'll slide through and we'll have a look. And now we'll sort of say, I'm looking for a bundle. And as you can see, it's jumped into this block here. And we'll just go through the bundles quickly. Awesome. A little quick overview of our customer service setup as well. So what we have here is pretty similar to the other ones, but it's just more of a conversational flow instead of showing products. So in this block, our main goal is to help the user around any queries they have around the business. So if they were to ask anything around shipping, returns, payments, anything like that, the bot is able to summarize what they're looking for and then give off an answer to help the user out. So that's pretty much the behind the scenes of our bot and how it works. And there's just another little product recommendation one here, which is a little bit different to our best products, as this one gives written product recommendations. So we'll give a bit of a demonstration of this one as well. It'll say, looking for some meanings. And as you can see, it's given us 3 choices of leggings. And that's amazing. And we can check in here as well. And that's come from our knowledge base. So I have a little look over our knowledge base as well. And this is just all our files and documents for Dr. Fit. So that's pretty much the basic rundown of our Dr. Fit bot and how it looks behind the scenes and how our intents work and how our blocks are set up.